Good morning from Laurel Creek area. Stayed in the Laurel Creek shelter last night. Currently immediately climbing like at least a few hundred, maybe 1,000 feet. What a way to start a day. Virginia's hard. I don't know if I've mentioned this. Definitely most physically demanding since the northern states, easily. Yeah, it poured last night, so very happy to be in the shelter. This morning, all the trees were kind of wet and kind of sagging into the trail, so I'm kind of already wet just from brushing up against them. So we'll see if I can hike that off and hopefully stay dry for most of the day. Today, trying to go 22 miles to a campsite, camp up on a ridge, and leave like 10-15 miles tomorrow into Parisburg. But as of right now, I just gotta climb up this hill, so I'm gonna get back to doing that and catch up with you later. I feel like this would be like a perfect setting for a horror movie. And I do like horror movies. I mean, if it was getting a little darker, but yeah, it's getting close to Halloween. All the leaves are out, foggy, visibility's low. Definitely a little scary. A lot of the trees have, all the leaves are gone, so yeah, it gives it a little creepy feel. So last night, actually kind of crazy to think, but it was my first time actually cooking on the AT. I had cold soaked or just no cook the entire trail up until this point, and I made kind of like an instant Thanksgiving, which is instant mashed potatoes, dried cranberries, and stuffing. You could also add in like some turkey jerky or some kind of meat, but I didn't. You can also add in dried gravy, but I didn't do that either. Very filling, and all you have to do is boil water and dump it into a bag. And those freezer bags are great for cooking, especially when the only thing you have to do is like dump in water, because you can dump in boiling water. Just make sure you get the freezer bags. Yeah, and then you can just eat right out of the freezer bag and then either throw them away or clean them when you get to town. I've been cleaning some of the bags that I'm using for trash and other things, just to not have to buy Ziploc bags every time. But you do go through a ton of Ziplocs, especially if you're cooking in them. But yeah, last night, first time cooking on the AT, so I think I'm getting close to running out of fuel just with all the coffee that I'm making every morning, and I've had it since Shenandoah. So I'm just gonna do tea and coffee, or tea tonight and then coffee in the morning. So I'll just do a cold soak meal tonight, just to conserve fuel so I can do coffee in the morning, because it's gonna get cold. It's gonna get down into the 30s, low 30s. Could actually dip below freezing up on the mountain. So I want to make sure I have enough fuel for hot coffee in the morning and for tea at night right before I go to bed. But yeah, first time cooking on the AT. Gotta admit, I was a little nervous coming all this way and not doing it. I'm like a creature of habit in some ways, but yeah, probably be cooking a lot more from here on out. I love these little laurel groves, kind of right by a stream. It seems to be like very common in this area, and they're just so beautiful. Especially this time of year with all the leaves falling in the streams. And to just kind of get out of the forest and come down by the laurels, by the water. Yeah, it's really, really nice. I could hang out here for a while. It's one of my favorite things. Yeah, one of my favorite things that coming on trail, I didn't know that I would even like. But yeah, it just surprised me with how nice it is. So this is the AT just south of Wind Rock, and I guess the word to describe this section is like infuriating. Everything is overgrown with like prickly thorn bushes, and it's like not ripping up my clothes, but it is causing like little, yeah, I guess like little rips in my clothes and scratching my legs. Yeah, it's really overgrown, and the trail is very thin. There's no width to it, so you really can't move that fast, which was infuriating because just before it was like very wide, and I mean I was going fast, and then for almost no reason it just like funnels down into this overgrown thorny path for at least like 2 miles. So I'm gonna keep hiking out of this because yeah, this is infuriating. Just everything snagging and ripping and cutting up my legs. So to continue my frustration, Virginia is now turned into Pennsylvania, to where past mile and a half, I like twisted my ankle a few times, going in so insanely slow, just like came out of nowhere. Just there's rocks everywhere, nothing's flat, twisting, turning, falling. Safe to say I'm frustrated. Yeah, I wanted to make better mileage today, and like there was such an easy stretch for like 3-4 miles, and then this just like came out of nowhere. So yeah, it's just really beating me down right now. Really not liking this section of trail. I'm at the Bailey Gap shelter. Just had some late lunch. It's about 2:30. I had some hummus that I still did not eat, so I ate some hummus, and I had 2 bagels that I just like scooped in hummus. So yeah, that's a good lunch on the trail, especially day like 3-4 from town, that I can still eat hummus and bagels. It's pretty good. And also I looked in the trail log, the book here that everyone signs, and I saw some other people also share my distaste for the last section of trail. I'll just share one without names. It was, what in the actual beep was that? And they were speaking to the conditions, the trail conditions, and the rocks. So it wasn't just me. Makes me feel better that I wasn't just complaining. Other people were noticing the same things. So what I don't know is if it's going to keep going that way southbound. So I know it's bad north, but yeah, we'll see. Still got at least like 6 miles left in my day. Plenty of time to get there before dark. And yeah, that'll set me up well for getting into Parisburg. I could also night hike tonight and make the my day tomorrow even shorter, which is, that would be great. It would just give me more time to relax. So I'm not against night hiking for an hour or two if my legs are feeling good, um, just to set me up better for my rest and relaxation. So that might happen. But I'm gonna pack up and get moving. Just finished the last big climb of the day. Still maybe a mile or so left of the campsite. You can tell the light is getting a little bit low. Just kind of intersected, or got to a little intersection of the Allegheny Trail, which I think is a long distance trail that obviously runs along the Alleghenies. And yeah, now I'm just like up on this ridge line that I'll be on until I kind of descend tomorrow into Parisburg. I just got a little bit of phone service, which is great because there has not been much service at all for the past like 2-3 days. So to send some messages, just say that I'm okay. Also, shout out to Steph and Dan, my friends in New Hampshire. You might remember Steph from the video in Pinkham Notch. She picked me up. We played mini golf together, and yeah, they just had a baby. So congratulations to them. Just saw some pictures. So the baby is adorable, and can't wait to meet her. Yeah, so I just also found out that Lime Time is not too far ahead of me, which is kind of cool because I'd like to meet up with him and camp with him if I could. Last minute was dragging a little bit behind me, so the SOBO group that has been together for the past week might be fully broken up today. I'm sure we'll meet up again at some point, but yeah, we're not exclusive. We're not like hiking every mile together, and people have different timelines and agendas, and yeah, so it is also going to get cold tonight. Again, dip down to like 30, maybe low 30s, but I am up on a ridge that I'm sure is like a few thousand feet up. I have a 20-degree sleeping bag, so I'm definitely going to be wearing that. Wearing my base layers, top and bottom. Probably wear my fleece too, because it has that hood. Yeah, I'm going to bundle up and hopefully have a quick dinner, easy setup of the tent, and then get right to bed so I can wake up early and get into town. So, sorry, having like a hiccup attack as well. Yeah, don't have anything else for today unless something crazy happens at camp. So thanks for watching and supporting. If you have questions, put them in comments. I will definitely answer them. And I'm sorry for not answering comments for the past like week or so. I haven't had service, like enough service to open YouTube. I have like one bar to send a text message, but yeah, if you do have questions about the hike or what I'm doing right now or anything, put them in the comments. I'll answer it. Thanks for all the support, and yeah, have a good night. Take care.